An entrepreneur and you struggle to do the work every single day, you're not producing the output that you want, and you're not making progress in your business, then this video is going to be for you. Now, on top of that, if you feel like your brain is in a constant fog, you're losing the train of thought, and you feel like you're forgetting things, then in this video, I'm going to give you the practical steps that you can take to solve all of this. So make sure that you stick till the end of this video because I'm going to give you all the practical steps that helped me as well when I was struggling with this. And now, without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. So maybe this is you, and maybe this is something that you've struggled as well. So you sit down behind your desk, you try to work on something, and all of a sudden you feel like there's this invisible pull trying to pull you away from your computer and try to steal your focus. And also maybe you've noticed that when you try to produce something, like for example write content, then you feel like you cannot really think of the right words. It's very difficult for you to write a single sentence or a paragraph because you feel like your brain is in a fog. And when you manage to do some work, when you manage to write something, you don't feel like it's the best work that you produced, and after that you feel super tired and you feel like you need to take a break, and sometimes you even take the break, and after that you maybe just feel even more stressed and you don't want to get back to work because you just feel super tired, discouraged and demotivated. So if that's something you experienced in the past, maybe that's something you're experiencing as an entrepreneur right now, then this could be the main cause of experiencing brain fog. So I personally struggle with brain fog a lot because when I was dealing with a lot of personal things in my life, then it really affected the way I perform. And because I was dealing with a lot of tough situations, I was in a constant stress response, right? So I was constantly stressed out, I was anxious, and as a result, I was not eating the right foods, I was not exercising as much as I wanted, I was not sleeping well, and all of these combined and many more, they resulted in me experiencing brain fog. And when I was trying to work on my business, when I was trying to get more customers, get more clients, produce high quality content, I always felt like there is this big cloud on my brain that is stopping me from not only take action, but also think of words, think of the things that I needed to do. And I was constantly demotivated and I felt like I'm losing my memory or something. And it was really scary at a point, right? So that was my not so pleasant experience with brain fog. And thankfully, I tried a couple things in the past that helped me to get out of that state and essentially feel like myself again. So if that's something, again, that you're struggling with, then I'm going to essentially give you everything that worked for me. And also on my YouTube channel, I've recorded 2 videos on brain fog that you can check out. The link is in the description below, or you can just find them in the corners above. And you can check them out. I share in more depth practical advices and causes for brain fog and what you can do. But in this video, I'm just going to cover 2 phases that I went through that you can go as well right after watching this video. They're going to help you think more clearly and enhance your mental performance. So the first thing that I did, or the phase number 1, is detox. You cannot improve or fix something if you're still holding on to things from your past or things that are holding you back. So the first thing that I did in this phase is that I cut out every single thing that was toxic for me, whether that's in an environment or whether that's in my life in general. Like for example, social media, certain people, or even like negativity in general. The next thing that I did is also that I cut out alcohol, junk food, and every single thing that made me feel bad when I was consuming it. The third thing that I did is that I introduced the cold and hot therapy, which is essentially a sauna and cold plunge protocol that I was doing, and it really helped me out to detox my body from the stress, from everything, from the toxins and from the environment that I was in. And lastly, I was exercising a lot. I was taking daily walks. I was exposing myself to the sun every single day. And I was also doing a lot of deep breathing outdoors in the nature. And those 4 things really helped me out to detox my body and to start feeling better again. And if you can, if it allows you to, what I did is that I went away. So I left my home where I'm currently in, and I went to my childhood home, a little village almost under the mountains, and I spent some time there, and I was in the nature. I didn't bring my work, and I was completely cut off from the world, and I was just focusing on detoxing my body, detoxing my mind, working and focusing on myself, and just being away from people. And that really helped to also change your environment, to think of something else. And if it allows you to, then I highly recommend you do the same. So the next phase is optimizing, and I started by optimizing my nutrition. So once I felt better after detoxing, detoxing, I really had to look at what I was eating and what I was not eating. So what I mean by that is that I introduced proper nutrition and proper vitamins and minerals into my day-to-day. And those things were very personalized to my body, so I'm not consuming things that are not good for my body, and that's also something that I recommend you do as well. So you can take a gut health test to really understand your gut microbiome and what your body tolerates and what your body actually loves and performs amazingly on. Because you may be right now eating certain types of foods that are not so obvious for you, and you are eating them, consuming them on a daily basis, and they're causing you this brain fog, making you feel dizzy and tired. So the best way to go about it is to get your blood work done, get your gut microbiome tested, and you'll be able to see whether that certain food, like for example, it could be blueberries, it could be beef, it could be chicken, whatever that may be, is causing you this discomfort, and is also a big cause of you experiencing brain fog. Another test that you can do is also to test for mineral and vitamin deficiencies, because maybe you are deficient in minerals and vitamins. Like for example, if you're deficient in iron, then you're going to be experiencing brain fog, tiredness, feeling dizzy all the time, and things like that, right? So it's very important to also test out for your vitamin and mineral deficiencies. The same with vitamin D. If you're not having enough vitamin D, then you'll probably feel tired and you're experiencing brain fog as well. Now, when it comes to all of these things, you don't just want to buy supplements and supplement accordingly. You really want to, first of all, rely on the data. That means your test results, and then you can consult with your practitioner to see and to ensure that you're not overdosing on those minerals and vitamins. And the second thing that I did is to optimize my environment. So once the nutrition was optimized, I focused on really ensuring that an environment around me is really productive and is helping me to not only cure myself from brain fog, but also to perform better in the future. So as I've said in the previous point on the phase 1, when I was detoxing, I changed my environments completely. I went to a different location, I went to the nature, and I was really able to make progress there. So again, if it allows you to, I highly recommend you try that. The next thing that I did to ensure that when I come back from my time spent in the nature, my time spent in detoxing, then I would have this environment around me that is productive and helping me grow, right? So I made sure that I cut out all the toxicities out of my environment, and I essentially optimized it in a way that it's productive and good for me. I got rid of everything that was stealing my focus, and I introduced more things that helped me to focus better, have more energy, and also improve my mental clarity. And this is very important because I don't want to clutter my brain with toxicity, with negativity, and with things that are not actually helping me to grow my business and really do things that I want to do, which is really important. And not a lot of people speak about this when it comes to eradicating brain fog, because environment and what you consume, like social media, books, listening to other people, socializing, and things that you consume on a daily basis, they have a huge impact on your not only mental health, but on your mentality in general. And if your brain is cluttered with all of that negativity, with toxicity, and with just information that you don't really need, and information that is bad for you, you're just going to feel like your brain is running on empty, and it's very difficult for you to focus and get things done. That's everything for today's video that I wanted to share on why is it that you cannot do the work, and what's the cause and the causes, probably brain fog, and I share with you a couple things that you can try right after watching this video. And again, if you want more education and information around brain fog and also some actionable tips that you can apply, then you can check out the 2 videos that I recorded a while back. The link is in the description below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.